anything. And just to let you know, Lisa is an, I just know the money, I forgot the level. 36,000.
Vice President.
A field vice president, 36,000 to 45,000 every 4 weeks. Chris is executive supervising coordinator, 15,000 to 18,000 every 4 weeks. Rebecca is supervising coordinator, $75,000 to $10,000 every 4 weeks. Probably I would say we got the strongest retailer of entire market in America right here in your face. So without further ado, let's give them a round of applause. I want to pass mic to Lisa. You take over from here.
Well, Amber, thank you so much for the invitation. And it's exciting tonight to share these retailing tips with these incredible team members of mine. I'm so proud of them. And, you know, like you said, our team has always had a culture, a really big culture for retailing. And not just Rebecca and Chris, but throughout my entire organization. So I'm excited to share some of the tips myself, and then we're going to pass it on to Rebecca and then end it with Chris Sarli. So, you know, as a company, I'm just so proud to be with marketingamericanshop.com. We've seen so many companies gone out of business. So many people are struggling, yet our company's prospered. And a lot of that has to do with our incredible, you know, and mostly in part, they've kept people healthy. And it's our job to make sure that we share these products with everyone and that we're using them ourselves. So, you know, I'm again excited to share some tips and have these field leaders come before you to tell you what they've done. But before we get started, I want to promote an event that came on sale today, which is our product symposium. You do not want to miss that. In fact, one of my healthcare professionals, Dr. Robert Zabrowski, will be speaking at that. And it was absolutely incredible. And so many healthcare professionals that we're so proud to have on board. So don't miss this. I mean, you got to go online. It's $100. I'm sure that they'll be able to. It's October 10th and 11th. So get that in the calendar. I ordered my ticket today. Again, $100. Go right in your back office and scroll down. You'll be able to order that ticket. So let's start by congratulating again Rebecca and Chris. Chris has 11,000 customers. Rebecca and her husband Joe is a healthcare professional, have retail sales last year of over 125,000. Now, I just want to give you a tip. Chris started 10 years ago, and he did use some Google AdWords. He followed a system that Phil Guido had shown him. And back then, it was feasible to do that, even though he spent a lot of money to get these customers through the Google AdWords. But now it's just way too expensive. That system really doesn't exist anymore. But some of these customers, he continued to add on and share customer value. All right, so he's going to show you tonight exactly what he's doing. So some of my tips, I want to just say that I hope everybody is embracing the new unfranchised marketing app. All right, that's code number 5510. It's $12 for the year. What I did is I ordered one and I sent it to my husband's email. All right, so that I can make sure that I can see exactly what's happening here. So I needed to experience it myself. There's been a couple of glitches, and then we let Mark Ashley know, and they're on top of it. So remember, with anything new, you're going to have maybe a couple glitches, but this has got to be one of the most extraordinary tools we've come out with in a long time. So not only is it giving out samples that are free to your customers, you're just paying $5.99. They're going to give you a promotional package with that. And they're also going to give you, send your customer emails, and they're going to send them follow-up letters. So again, this is something that you got to order, download the app. I know my husband's fixing right here for me now. And then you want to continue. Can everybody still hear me? Just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you want to do this as soon as possible. Now, there's also 9 tutorial videos once you download this app. You want to go through all the videos. They show you how to use this app. It's fantastic. All right. Now, I also want to say that I've always taught my business partners all of my people. I want to just give you some tips on that. For me, I'm going to ask if they take supplements already. The second thing, I'm going to make sure that they want to be willing to help me out and that they are going to take those samples for 3 days in a row. If they say, oh, I don't know if I can do that, I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste my money. The other thing is I want to make sure that they're going to watch the video that's emailed to them. And I want to make sure that they're going to be able to follow up with me in 3 days. And I'm going to be able to ask them some questions. So if they can't do all of that, I really don't want to waste my money and send them a trial sample that they're just going to toss. So again, I think you need to, I actually have an idea. I'm using my son because he's a business owner and saying, you know, my son is trying to get through college. He's starting a business. Would you mind helping him out in the health business? I'm going to be able to follow up with you, and this means a lot to him. And then people get all, oh, of course I'll help your son. Absolutely. So that's just a little tip if you do have a young person that would want to work with you on this, a daughter or a son or a niece or a nephew. Okay. Also, I make sure when I talk to people, like today, I met somebody playing pickleball. They came to the house and I showed them my website, isotonics.com. I brought the website up. I showed them the details on the products and they got pretty excited about that because the lady was saying, well, I want to make sure I check with my doctor about some things. I said, well, all the research is right here on this website. So I showed her that. I also make people repeat things back to me. So I said today, Gwen, how are you going to take the product? She goes, I'm going to take 8 ounces of water on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. So make people repeat things back to you. That's just another tip. All right. We went through how to qualify people. I have a Facebook page. A lot of you are already on it. There's over 3,000 members. It's called My Favorite Things MA. So My Favorite Things MA. I've recently just added some new videos on some of our products. For instance, Dr. D spoke at our convention for a lengthy time. I shortened it to 2 minutes on the sleep product. And I went, I really, really watched it over and over again and then just condensed it down to the most important 2 minutes because people want things quick today. So you really got to make sure that all your new people join that Facebook page. And there's got to be about 60 short videos on our products there. So the new person can get their own little product symposium right away by just going through those short videos and learning about a lot of our products. Dr. Cheryl Duchess has a lot of great videos on there. And then we have so many great YouTube videos that I share with my customers. Today I shared a bone and joint one from Dr. Cheryl Duchess, and he came today, right, and bought some of the products. So that's another tip. The new sleep product I think is going to be a game changer. Dennis Frank shared with me that it put him out like a light. And he's a big guy. So he said that this sleep product, not much puts him out. And he said this sleep product works. There are so many people now that are not sleeping. So many people with really unfortunate situations and they're stressed out. So this sleep product is going to be a game changer. I actually took the little short video that I did and I sent it to hundreds of my doctors in the last couple of days and also to so many of my clients. So that's something that you can do. All right, so with that, I'm just looking at a couple other things. I think that's about all. Of course, we do wellness seminars all the time. We're doing Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. And I think just a tip, because so many people are new on Zoom and some people are not versed with it. So make sure you always have a telephone number available if you're doing a Zoom, a wellness Zoom for your customer, or even for people that are presenting. So if they get knocked off the Zoom, they have a phone number they can go straight to. All right, and I shared that I am always showing my website. And, we just did a detox. You have to be a product of the product. I was so proud of going through this detox. I met a whole new group of friends in Florida. And, we just sent them this little detox paper. And we had Leslie, one of our coaches. She coached all my friends, and we text recipes. And at the end of 7 days, these people were so excited. They're starting to refer us to more clients. So you need to be a product of your product. And I think everybody needs to embrace or go through a detox once or twice a year. So with that, I want to hand it over to Rebecca Carfi, who again, her and her husband won the Medical Healthcare Professional Year of the Award twice in a row with over 125,000 in retail sales. So Rebecca, we're excited to hear from you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much, Amber. So let me start by saying that before I started with this company, I had absolutely no retail background, no sales experience at all. Absolutely terrified me. So without sales experience or the thick skin that comes with it, I mean, I totally did not like rejection, not even the thought or anticipation of rejection. And my concept of what retailing was about is rejection. That's how I viewed sales in the beginning. So if I can get to where I am with this company, any of you can too. And I also have to say that I don't really view it that I sell products. What I do is I educate people and I try to offer solutions to their concerns. I always listen to them and I want to help them. So that's what it's really about for me, is seeing if I can learn how I can help people. If they choose to purchase, obviously I'm happy, but if not, I don't feel rejected. And that's really a big step for me. So it's a mindset that will help you power forward with positive energy without fearing rejection. I think that's important because I think fear is what stops people like all the time. So if you're afraid to sell, the truth is that you do it a lot more than you think. If you think about it, you're selling yourself every single day, in whatever occupation that you are engaged in, whether it's to your customers, your boss, business clients, and if you're married, maybe your spouse or your significant other. Get the picture? We're already selling, we're already doing it. But with you, your skills, your ideas as the product. So we've got great products, right? We have the best products, top shelf products that people want and need. Even during this difficult time, we recently learned that our company has been selling more and more than ever. Supplements are a multi-billion-dollar business, and all you need is a small slice of that to be happy indeed. So keep in mind to treat this like a business, not like a hobby. Otherwise, it's going to pay you like a hobby, which is not at all. So more specifics on that later. But if you want to be successful with retailing, like Lisa, Chris, myself, the first thing to do is to get started, right? So I would say to get started, the first thing I would do, I am a numbers person, so figure out your target retail income monthly, and then you can calculate that. You can take that back to how much do you need to sell per week, per month to yield that in profit, right? Break it down. How many bottles, boxes, kits a week, and then figure out a systematic approach that works for you. Okay, I'm going to tell you about mine shortly, but keep in mind that it has to work for you. You've got to feel comfortable with it. And you have to have product knowledge, like what Lisa was saying, and product experience. So you have to know something about what you're selling, right? We have to be a product of the product. We have to use our products. Like when my husband started with Nutrimetrics, he picked 3 products for his practice, the ones that were most applicable to what he did. OPC3, bromelain, bone and joint formula, expanded from there. But at least you have to know something about the products that you are going to most likely be selling. And that builds belief. Having the experience builds belief, and belief is infectious. So use the tools that the company provides, the product brochures, the sheets that are in the back office. You go to the training section, go to support materials, and you'll find the product sheets there. Sheets like these. Okay, I customize them. I add my information, right, to everything I send out. And then also I like to find articles that are relevant. I look in the PL magazine that we get and other magazines and newspapers for articles on topics of general interest. In fact, my husband just emailed this one to me today. It says, study provides fuller understanding of essential role sleep plays in brain health. Okay, everybody's talking about sleep, lack thereof, how important it is. So having an article like this that then I can share with my customers is really great. And so I look to do that, and it keeps it fresh and new and interesting too. There was this article that was in the PL magazine a while back. It was from Dr. Nancy Miller-Ely. It was on Well-Trim, right? How many of you have this? When I have somebody who purchases Trim Tea or Trim Cafe, or we have a conversation about it, or if I'm sending out samples of that, I include that article. It's of general interest and really shows the power of the product. So also, I would suggest having anecdotes, testimonials of experiences to share on the products, whether they're your personal comments or other people. When a customer contacts me and they've had a great experience with a product, I ask them if they would please put that in writing to me. And then I keep a notebook and I put the testimonials in the notebook in plastic sheets. So I can find them and I can share them with people. It's so powerful to actually have the real life experiences of people. So I love to do that. And remember that all businesses move a product or a service to the end consumer. Otherwise, they would not have a business. So you need to get good at it, build your small slice of that multi-billion-dollar industry, health and nutrition. Now on to how I do what I do. So, it starts with customers and finding customers. You just don't get to 11,000 customers like Chris has overnight, right? So some thoughts on customer acquisition. Some of my customers came from my husband's practice. And of course, you don't have access to that likely, but you have perhaps a similar resource to help you get started. So, 2 main areas. So let me give you some general thoughts on what has worked for me. First of all, there are people that you know. Easy place to start. Almost everyone has something going on, whether it's digestive issues, energy issues, weight issues, sleep issues, something. So have a conversation. Offer help using personal testimonials, positive experiences of others, and detailed product knowledge. And I like to provide samples and, of course, follow-up. And oh my God, what Lisa was just talking about with the new unfranchised marketing app, everything is so simple. We are so blessed to be with this great company that keeps giving us better and better tools. I love this new tool. I just can't even tell you. And also then, of course, there are people that we don't know, right? So generally, when things get back to normal, we would start a conversation in person. So we still need to start a conversation, whether it's over Zoom or whatever, but hopefully things will get back to normal soon. And then it's natural to ask people about how they're feeling, how they're doing, what they do for a living. And it's just a matter of striking up a conversation and building a relationship. Everything's really about building a relationship. You get to that point, you're building a relationship, and I might rummage around in my bag. I usually have some samples with me. You might like to try this. And I have I find my little baggie that has my samples in it. Yes, this is before we had this unfranchised marketing app, but I'd get their information so that I could follow up with them. What's your contact information? And actually, of course, I always, I might be rummaging around, but I really always have this with me. My baggies, my packets, my business cards, my registration sheet. Wherever I go, I have it with me. I'm sure you do too. And now we've got this unfranchised marketing app, which does all the work for us. How cool is that? And as Lisa was saying, with virtual health seminars, we used to do these in person, right? Before all this craziness. So now we're doing Zoom Wellness 101s. 2 or 3 business owners get together on Zoom, divide up the pieces, and invite some guests. We like to keep it small, like 6 to 8 guests max, so that it's personal. And we invite the guests, and ask our business associates to invite a couple people. And it's all about providing information, education, testimonials, but we need to do it with enthusiasm, right? That's what gets people excited. And then, of course, like with everything else, we have to follow up. Did I say that enough? So this is really crucial in anything that you do with the business, is to follow up. And once you have satisfied customers, this is going to lead to their friends, their family, and we're going to be sharing, and they're going to be sharing the product sheets that we sent them, the catalogs that we sent them. And in that course of that conversation, we can ask, is there anyone else that you think would benefit from these nutraceuticals or supplements that you think we could help? Or if it's a Wellness 101, is there anyone else that could benefit from this information that would be interested? We can set up a Wellness 101 for them. And the Wellness 101s are awesome for retailing because people learn about health and nutrition, they learn about some of our products, and they want to feel healthier. And we help them to make a decision as to where they want to go with that. So it's really a retailing bonanza. So what do? I would say the key to successful retailing more than anything else is customer service, in my opinion. So, like with everything else, we have to meet them where they're at. So I communicate with my customers and process orders however it is they are comfortable. I want to make the buying process easy for them. I want them to be comfortable. So if they call me on the phone, I'm answering the phone. If they text me, I'm answering their texts. If they email me, I'm answering their emails, or sometimes they may process through the website. I am meeting them where they're at. I'm taking their orders. I'm placing their orders any way they want. And I am friendly and happy to help and solve problems. When I answer the phone, guarantee what you will hear on the other end is, "Hello, this is Rebecca. How may I help?" I do that. I say that all the time. My husband has heard me say it hundreds of times. He can vouch for me in that. And I think also it's so important to have a smile in your voice, because the voice is how we're connecting. Some people are chatty, so I have a brief conversation, friendly conversation with them, answer their questions, and take their order. So that's all about customer service. Does customer service take time? You bet it does. I have thousands of customers and it continues to grow, but it is worth it. And developing the relationships and having that loyalty is totally worth it. There are also now online marketplace orders that I'm sure you've seen. So with those, I print and send a handwritten note. I circle the marketplace fee that the customer is paying, and with a little note that they could save that fee if they called me or went through the website. I hate to see people spending money for nothing. So I always put a personal note on those marketplace orders. So what do we do? If it's a new customer, I am mailing an invoice, which you can print out. You get an email, right? So I print that out. I print the associated product sheet. I send a catalog with a business card stapled to it. On the back of the catalog, there's my label. Okay, so everything I'm giving the customer has my information. I don't want it to be hard for them to find me. So if they're new, I'm also giving them, if they order isotonics, a how to take isotonic sheets, product information sheets, trial size samples like I was showing you before. And if I'm sending it from my inventory, I'm shipping it myself, then I'm going to include an isotonics cup and these, what do they call them? Easy pour inserts, so that to make it easy for the customer to measure out their isotonics. Even the bottles, if I'm mailing out the bottles, like I know Chris does a lot of the mailing, I don't do nearly as much. I put a label on it so that when they're getting down, they know where to find me. They can easily find me. I don't want it to be hard for them. For both new and old customers, and I think this is important, I am mailing them out a catalog every year. So if there's a new one available, I'm mailing it out to everyone. And if there isn't, I'm still mailing them a new one every year, because I don't think people keep these things forever. So, and I want to make sure that they have the current information. So if they have something new, they can just go through it. And we also keep a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet on my business. Yes, I treat it like a real business. I track orders, catalog mailings, what trial size packets I've sent, and the dates for all. I have to make a decision what to send them. So if they purchased a daily essentials kit, I might send packets, the daily essentials packets, so that they realize the value of the convenience. If they were interested in immune health, or depending on the timing, I might send them the Ultimate Aloe or the anti-aging packets. So I'm always thinking about what are they ordering, and I want to send them something complimentary. And I frequently find that I get more orders as a result of sending the samples. And now with this, I know I keep saying it, on Franchise Marketing app, the company's going to be adding other samples. It's going to make it so easy, so simple for all of us to be tracking, sending out what samples to all our customers and tracking it, and sending out little videos and follow-up. It's going to do the follow-up for us. So I also do discounting. I offer discounts to customers who refer other customers to me who order. I offer discounts for large orders. It seems totally worth it to me. I offer discounts if there was a product or a delivery difficulty that had to be solved. I want the customer to be happy, and I make every effort to do that. So, you know, we all know the products practically sell themselves. They are so good. And my customers believe that I am a good, reliable, honest vendor, which I am. So sometimes you have to instill this belief in strangers. And the only way you can do it is by your interaction, your communication with your customers. And when one product works, they're open to suggestions for other issues that they may have. And I also do email blast with a coupon code at special times of the year when I want to really ramp up the volume, maybe help business associates hit pay points or pin levels. I do that as well. So just to conclude, retailing is really the backbone of MarketAmericaShop.com, our company, making it successful and profitable, leading to continued commissions, which are our other revenue stream, while adding to our own retail profits. The company's profits is why we have, in part, a software company creating powerful tools like the Unfranchised Marketing app, like these incredible flyers that we all have and love, to help make our individual businesses successful. So keep in mind that the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. Don't forget that. Power forward, work hard, and success will come. Thank you for listening. And I want to introduce Chris Sarli, who has unbelievably, incredibly won the top retailer of the year award for 7 times in a row. And Chris, you are amazing. And I just want to introduce you. Thank you.
Thank you. When I first started back in about 10 years ago, I met Lisa Grant. The first thing that she introduced me to was OPC3, the day I met her, basically, and she gave it to me, and I went home that night, and a back pain that I had for quite a while went away that night, and it just I was sold on the product from that point on. So I became a product of the product. That's number one. But what I'm going to talk about tonight is iTransact, and the steps that the 4 things that I want to do with customers after they order the product. I want to get them to do 4 things. Maybe they don't do all of them. Maybe they just do some of them. Okay, but after they order the product, what I like them to do is I want to make sure that they're going to be reordering the product from me, and I want to make sure that they're going to be I want to try and get them to increase share of customer, and I want them to possibly at a later date in the future maybe refer some customers to me, and also I want to give them the opportunity to possibly upgrade to become an unfranchised owner at a later date. So one thing I do is with iTransact, I can do all of those things. When I ship the product out to them, I can cover all those things. Really, when they get the product and they open the box, they get all the information to do that. So one reason why I do that is because if you don't have iTransact, okay, and you're just using Market America's e-commerce, and you don't ship the products out to your customers, one thing that can happen is, well, first of all, there's nothing in that package. When they get their products, there's nothing in that package to lead them back to you. There's no information in there. So they don't, and that's very important, because if you didn't bring that customer in yourself, what's going to happen is they might not remember how to get back to you or how to get back to the product. So why is that important? Because when you go and you start accumulating customers, when these customers start referring other customers to you or the product, they don't know you. And so you have to build a relationship with the customer, and you also have to, they got to know who you are, and to be able to get back to you. They might not remember how to get back to the product. So it's very important to put all your information in the box when they first get or in the package with the product. So some things that I like to do, let's cover, reordering. They need the information. So I like to put my information on the product, like if it's an isotonics bottle or basically any product that I ship out, I will put you get the little return labels. You can get them like they're Avery labels, just return labels that you'd put on envelopes. You can put on there, they fit on the bottles and all the products really nice. And you can put on there your portal address. I like to put on there my phone number, and I also like to use coupon codes. I put the coupon codes on those too. So every time they're taking the product, when they get the product, every time they take the product every morning or whenever they take the product, they see that on there. So they know if there's a problem getting back to me, they know how to get back to me. They can call the number, or they can go to the site. It's all right in front of them every day. So that's important. The other thing I like to do is in the box, when they get an order the first time, I like to put the catalog in there, because people like to, when they get the box for the first time, or the on order for the first time, might not be in a box, might be in a padded envelope. I want them to get the catalog. I put the coupon code and all my information, same label. I like to put it on the front of the catalog. I take a Sharpie, red Sharpie, and I circle it so they can't miss it. And I like them to, they're going to, when they get that catalog and they get the information, they like to look through it. Some of them do. Some of them don't look at catalogs, but a lot of them do. And they keep the catalog around, and it helps them increase share of customer because, they see the products, other products that we have. Maybe they just get OPC3 and they want to try other products. So, they look in the catalog, and they maybe on the next order, they get other products. The other thing is they keep the catalog around, and other people come into the house and they see the catalog and they say, hey, where'd you get that? And they find out how to get more products that way. So, and that can lead to other customers. As far as that's increasing share of customer, that's one way I do it. Another reason why I ship out the products is I could put a flyer in there that has discounts on it for larger orders, as well as I also put an incentive on that flyer for them to refer customers to me. If they refer buying customers to me, I will give them a bigger discount, and that discount's a lifetime discount. So that's what I do. They have to call me up to get it, though. They have to become a phone customer and call me and order by phone. Another thing that I do is I put a thank you note right on the receipt with a Sharpie, a red Sharpie. I put, thank you, the customer's name, and then I will put, I put my name on there, obviously, and I put any questions, call us, and smiley face, and then I put another coupon code, little label with a coupon code on there. I'll put that on there too. But the key is the thank you note on the customer receipt is very important, because that lets them know there's someone else there that will help them out. And you're telling them, if you have any questions or any problems, you can give us a call. That's very important. And so I put all that in with a business card. I usually put business cards in there. At least on the first order, I'll put a business card in there. I always put flyers in there. I put catalogs in on every first customer order. As far as increasing share of customer, again, going back to that, on phone orders, I treat phone orders a little differently than online orders. Phone orders, I will, when they call me back to reorder, I'll encourage them to, try another product. If they say, if they're ordering, OPC3, maybe I'll say, most people who get this product also get this product. Maybe it's digestive enzymes, or most people who get OPC3 also, I'll let them know most people who get OPC3 also get the multivitamin and the B complex and the calcium plus. And we have a kit called the Daily Essentials Kit. And, if I can, make that available to them. And if they want to get that, they can, increase their share of customer by getting that instead of just the OPC3, and they can try something else. That happens a lot. As far as samples, what I like to do is you don't want to just put samples in the box when you ship out products without talking to the customer first. I never put samples in with customers that order online and I haven't talked to them at all. What I do with the samples, if I'm going to put a sample in a box, I always ask them first, if they would like to get the sample, because otherwise you're just kind of, you're just wasting product if you do it that way. If you don't ask them first about it. Let me see here. What else can I go over here? As far as upgrading to unfranchised owner, I like to put maybe a flyer in there, letting them know that there's a business behind this, and if they want to, if they're looking for a business and they want to raise their hand and say, hey, I want to learn more about this, they can call me about it, but I don't normally go and encourage them to start a business every time they order, because I want to keep the customers happy. I want to meet them where they're at. And what the other things I want to do is I want to allow them to order the way they want to order. Like Rebecca was saying, as far as orders, if I like them to, if they want to call me and order by phone, they can call and order by phone. If they want to send me an email, if they want to shoot me a text, let me know they want to order again, they can do that. And I have a lot of customers that order by phone, just because maybe they don't like to order on the internet. I have a lot of customers that order on the internet and continue to order on the internet, and I've never met them, but every time they order, they get the thank you note, and they know I'm there if they ever need them. And sometimes a problem arises, and they can call me up, and I can solve a problem for them, and just maybe build that relationship a little bit with them that way. Let me see. Go through a couple other things here. As far as savings, when you start doing this iTransact, when your business starts to grow and you start offering discounts and things, you got to find ways to cut your expenses a little bit, because things can get a little expensive if you don't learn to cut your expenses. One way to cut your expenses is become a shopping annuity master member and get free shipping from the company. That helps out a lot. Another way to cut your expenses is to get your tax information on file. Get a tax registration for your state, so that you can order products from the company and they don't charge you the administration fee when you do that. So that's another thing that's very important. Saves me a lot of money. And of course, the free shipping with this shopping annuity master membership, that saves me a lot of money. And another thing, if you are shipping products out, and you've got inventory, you're shipping the products out, when the orders when you start to ship out a lot of orders, it's going to save you quite a bit of money if you get a program like Stamps.com that helps out with the some of the products are very small packages. You can actually do it. They're under £1. You can actually do first class shipping with the post office, and it's discounted actually through Stamps.com. It's actually less to do it that way. It's less to do the priority shipping, and the insurance is less. And it's just, you can save a lot of money using Stamps.com when you ship out products. And there's other shippers out there there's other shipping programs out there now. It's just, that's what was available when I started, and I've been using them ever since. Now they even have UPS as well as post office there, so you can compare the two. It makes it a lot easier now to do that. As far as your website, one big tip that I have for you is, and I learned this from Phil Guido a long time ago, when you set up your web portal, what you need to do is where you put your name in there, where your name is going to go on your web portal, you want to add your phone number to it. Now, the way you do that is you just add your number, you add a space to your name where you set it up on the web portal administration, and then you put your phone number right next to it. So it actually becomes like part of your name. So wherever your name shows up, like if on shop.com where it says your shop consultant is, and then it has your name, it's going to have your name and your phone number right there. And also where it says contact, when they click the contact button to leave you a message, your phone number is going to be there too. So instead of leaving you a message, because some people don't like contacting people through that message box, they want to call someone and get the problem solved right away. It's important that you have your phone number on that, so that people can call you if they're having a problem. Sometimes people are on shop.com and they want to order, and they're having trouble for whatever reason, and you might have to pick up the phone right then. It's always good to be able to answer the phone when they're calling you, or if you can't do that, try to get back to them as soon as possible. Fast personal service is really number one. It's the most important thing in getting your customers to continue to reorder from you and refer other customers to you. So those are important things. Let me see here. Seeing if I covered everything here. I covered pretty much everything I got. So I don't know. I guess I'm done.
We have Amber here.
Yes, I'm here.
Great.
Love it, love it, love it. I'm taking lots of notes. I'm here. Thank you
Me
for
too.
sharing. Do you have anything to add on before can I get Olivia, Dretton, Pauline, you all turn on your camera? Do you guys have any questions? Where's Dretton? Dretton should be somewhere.
You see Drayton's name.
Yeah. But Olivia, do you have anything to add on or any specific questions or anything?
I'm taking a lot of notes too. Thank you all. Lots of great details in terms of, I think we all have done or duplicated among the team on how to do the trial size marketing. And it has really definitely helped with even out the playing field for everyone. Every new distributor can implement the trial size marketing. But totally agree with you, Lisa. Just, details, details, details. That's the biggest keyword I took away from your team, where, Rebecca was so detailed on the flyers and, just very specific in terms of, how to really service the customer well. And you're right, customer service takes time, but it really creates loyalty. Definitely taking that part away. And I love how, Chris also talked about just, very specifically what kind of clientele and what goals he has in terms of getting the customer to have reorders or share of customers. And, that logic is really, really helpful. So we really appreciate all your, tips today. And I just wanted to set my gratitude to, Amber for setting this up. And of course, all three of you for sharing your hearts out so that we all can increase our average retail and really to help more people. And, I think that the marketing app will be huge. Just can't wait to see our company's entire sales go off the roof. And thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lisa, I have some questions for you three. Thank you, Olivia, for that input. Have any of you using the app yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that user friendly or?
I think like with anything else, there's a learning curve. It's brand new. As Lisa was saying, there are a few little bugs that they're working on getting out, but it's pretty it's pretty user friendly, I would say.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say it's fairly user friendly, and it is going to do so much of our work, so to speak, for us in terms of tracking, in terms of follow-up with our customers, that I think it's well worth the investment of the time, energy, and effort to learn how to use it.
It's only costs $1, right? It's only costs $1 a month, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
I would say too, I already gave some ideas to the company because when I went under the business building section, I didn't see the business plan, but they just came out with the new business plan today. I don't know if anybody knows that. It's the 20-minute one, and that came out today. I asked them if they could add that to the business building, and also the sizzle wasn't there for the plan. So we, as franchise owners, should let the company know. You can email marketamerica@marketamerica.com. I told Mark that the video wasn't working on the email, and so he said, we'll fix that right away. And then I noticed once I ordered the app for Ed, I think I got 8 texts that he reviewed it. So it kept sending me the same message over and over and over again. But again, that's just because it's new. but I'll tell you, they're onto something. And I'm on the advisory council. I know that Amber is too, and they're going to continue to get us more samples with this marketing app, and samples that work right away, like digestive enzymes, like the sleep one. So they're going to start packaging more and more samples that make a big difference right away with customers, that they'll want the product right away. And the catalog too. You can now add a catalog when you go to place an order in your back office. They are working on iTransact right now. So as on franchise owners and leaders, if we see certain things, we need to let the company know so that they can continue to make things better.
So in your opinion, every franchise owners should have this app?
Yes. Yes.
Without a doubt.
And again, don't send it to a different email so you can see exactly what it does. Otherwise, you'll be confused on what's coming to you as the as the unfranchised owner, and what's going to the customer. So use your husband's or a significant other or a friend to test it out on, but definitely order it and start using it, because it's the way of the future. I think it's phenomenal.
Right. And Rebecca, I have a question for you, because both you and Lisa mentioned about wellness Zoom, wellness 101 on Zoom. I saw you put on the chat saying that it's about 45 to 50 minutes. And so basically you do the same as the real-time one. I mean,
Pretty much, it's
physical one, any adjustment?
We keep it very tight.
Very tight.
Why we only allow 6 to 8 guests, because we ask the guests to introduce themselves each 30 seconds. We show the 18-minute video. We break it up in 4 parts. We stop it 4 times so that we don't lose the attention of the participants, because remember, we're doing this on Zoom and we have to keep it boom, boom, boom. Otherwise people lose interest. So we keep it very tight. So
So when you say you're running the same video as the Jackie's
yes, it's the
video.
videos on
Actually,
Jackie.
as a matter of fact, Jackie is on Zoom, and sure, Duchess is on it. Welcome.
Yeah. In fact, Jackie's the one who spearheaded the online wellness 101. We plugged into that and we're using Jackie's system.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, we had made a mock one and we worked so hard on it, but for some reason they took it down. So maybe we'll be able to make another one, but we did a test model and we had the guests, and it was out there for a good month and a half, and then maybe there was something set on there, but the company took it down. But maybe we can get together with Jackie and make another one at some other point. And again, we've always said you don't have to follow it exactly, but we find it if you're playing that video and it's that long, you definitely have to break it up.
Okay.
And you have to talk in between. You cannot just play the video.
So you're not playing the video straight. You stop at a certain point.
Exactly.
Stop, and we share testimonials.
Got it.
So, you could do it any way you want, but show the video, because that's duplicatable.
Hi, Jackie. How are you? You're muted. You're muted, Jackie.
Queen.
I just had a tooth pulled.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
Thank you for having on. Thank you.
Oh,
Jackie's
thank
the one that
you.
started
This is
the Zoom.
fabulous.
Yeah.
You got us all going.
You look great.
So grateful, so grateful.
Same here, same here, same here. So let me go back to my question, Rebecca. For the rundown of the wellness Zoom, you kind of like you invite 6, 7 guests. You keep it like tight, and you let them hop on, give them 30 minutes intro about who they are, and
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I'm sorry. What did I say? 30 seconds. And then there's always a host, right? And does the UFO gonna have one to introduce themselves as well, or no? Just a guest?
We generally do 3 UFOs. We break the slides down as to who does which parts.
Got it. So they're all part of the presenters.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so after the video, let's say you break down, and so the 18 minutes video probably turn into 30 minutes, and then ask the questions or what? Ask it for sales?
Yeah, we ask people to put questions in the chat bar, the guests to put questions in the chat bar at the bottom, and that will make sure we answer the questions before it ends. After the video, we are talking about vitamin D, and we're following up with the 2 different options of the Daily Essentials Kit, the packets versus the
bottles.
kit, the 4 bottles, and also the other kinds of product lines that we have. Before the video, we give an intro to the company. We also talk about, you know, the samples. We show a cup and the sample and pouring it in and taking it. You know, perhaps we can record another sample that we could put on your website, Jackie.
Yeah, we could please do that, right? So people can kind of
I
like
know why they
watching
took
it,
it down.
exactly how you do it.
They took it down because of our testimonials.
Right. We have to
Oh,
not
yeah,
do,
yeah,
Gotta be
they're very
careful.
cautious
we have
on
to not
that.
say anything about
Okay,
immune
got it.
health.
Now, let's say I'm one of the guests, right? And after attending the wellness Zoom, I want to place an order. Let's say I'm a guest of Pauline. Pauline is a UFO. I'm her guest. And I said, okay, sounds interesting. I want to order a box of the dating essential. What do? Pauline gonna say, I'll take that.
We're going to refer the guests back to the business owner who invited them. They're going to be filling out a survey also. The guests we're using the survey, and we're saying make sure you send a copy of your survey to the person who invited you, so you can go over a regimen that would be beneficial for you. We're sending them back to their guests and saying follow up, follow up, follow up. And
So
that's how we're getting the orders.
But when you send me the survey, let's say I'm a guest, like I confirm I'm gonna attending the Zoom. You sending me the survey before I attending the Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. All right, got it. Thank you.
Chris, are you able to hold up, because I think it's Dr. Dutchess, wanted to see what you send in the box, your little note, or maybe, I don't know if you have one with you.
Yeah, I got one right here.
All right, go closer. Okay, maybe we can,
Can you take a picture and send it out? I think more people are interested to.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Right. Also, Rebecca, I really love what you said. You share your background. I think many people on the call can relate it, including myself. Don't have any retail background. You feel threatened. Talk about retail. You related rejection as retail. Many of us have been there, done that. And I love you mentioned that education is a key. Offer solution is a key. Now, at this point, do you, same as Lisa, recommend product symposium to every UFO on the call?
I mean, I have always wanted to attend product symposium, and I'm absolutely going to do it with Zoom. It is so simple and affordable. I don't know why anybody would not want to do it unless like they're doing motive. I don't know if they do motives at product symposium or, other divisions, but if anyone's interested in health and nutrition, I would not miss that chance to learn so much about the products. I think it's a phenomenal opportunity. So yes, I would recommend
also,
it.
just learning for yourself and your family.
True, for your family.
Yourself healthy.
Yeah, true. Chris.
Yeah.
We chatted before this. We started broadcast just in case the audience missed this. Chris pretty much places order on daily basis. Just let you know. I mean, I would say everyone would love to have some partners on their team to do that on daily basis. I'm kind of like, I order on a weekly basis. I would think I'm doing pretty good. Now I just can't. I feel embarrassed to mention that even. But talk about 11,000 customers, Chris. 11,000. I can't just imagine that. Put that number in my head. I mean, do you still build a new customer base, or you're more focused on serve the old customer now?
I've been doing it for a long time, like 9.5 years, and it's grown steadily over the years. It's averaging like you know, since forever, I don't know, 2 to 3 customers a day, new customers.
Wow.
And it just, so a lot of them now are being referred to me by my base of customers. I get a lot of calls saying, I got like 3 of them today saying, you know, so-and-so is your customer, and, you know, they recommended I try this product and they gave me your number, and, you know, so I get a lot of customers now that way.
Yeah, I think you did it pretty good. And yeah, for just from like, this is the first time we kind of like sit down and talk about this. My picking on you is like, you personalize pretty much every
Yeah, you
order,
have
every
to.
customer. That makes
My
you
goal-
very standing out. So you have that very unique relationships of your customers. So they of course they trust you. So they feel like they wanted to refer their friends and relatives to you. So now I would say probably you don't have to go out of your own way to build new customers, but they sending your customer to you, sort of like,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 things. It's the products are phenomenal. That's number 1. But I want to make sure that they buy me, because
True.
I want them to refer people not only to the products, because I
Right.
want them to refer them to me, because
Yeah.
what
it's a
happens is
reliable person. Yeah.
people get excited about the products, and then what do? They go and they tell people about, maybe they go on social media and they tell them, hey, you got to try this OPC3, but they don't really tell them how to get to it. And now this person, well, what do people do when they first, you know, find out about something and they don't know where to go? They go and look for it on a search engine or something, and they just go and buy it. And they might not even realize that the person that they were telling them, that told them, could have brought them back to the person that sold it to them. You know,
True.
it's just,
True.
so you got to make sure that you do it in a way that when people refer people, they refer them to you, not only the product, but you want them to refer them back to you, because you give them great fast personal service. You solve problems for them. You offer them a good deal, and you just make it a really good experience for them to order the product. That's, you know, you make it easy for them.
Both you and Rebecca are very detailed on customer service. I think, you know, in this business, we all know more or less you have to really serve your customer well, but most people don't know exactly how far they need to go to keep that customer, and also to that customer bring new customer back to you. Both of you doing very, very detailed jobs in terms of the handwritten notes, labels, calls, and all that. I think that's a big takeaway from your sharing. What are your best selling products, Chris?
Oh, by far, it's OPC3. I probably do 10 cases a week of that.
10 cases a week. So we're talking about what, 60 bottles?
60 bottles of the
That's a
OPC3.
2,500 BB right there.
That doesn't include the, you know, all the other, the small bottles probably maybe, you know, I would say a third of that.
Wow.
Most people get the small bottle the first time and then they go right to the bigger one. And I do a lot of the daily essentials. I do a lot of the digestive enzymes. That's a big one too. Mocha tonics I got some people that are mocha tonics junkies. I mean, it's just buying that stuff, 4 or 5 canisters a month, every month.
Wow.
And it's just, it's incredible. It's incredible. Some of the products are
Chris,
just incredible.
like just say I'm just a random customer, right? I bump into your site, not from the call, not from the referral, just a random customer. I order from your site. I order, like just say, a bottle of digestive enzyme.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna send me the products, I know, but I mean, what else are you gonna get? First
You're
time,
gonna get.
you don't know me, I don't know you.
Right. So, because it came through iTransact, I'm able to do it. Would be an open order most likely, unless you ordered through PayPal or something, and I would be able to ship the product to you. So I would ship it. I would put my label on it so you know how to get back to me. With the coupon code, I'd put a 10 off coupon code in there. I'd put that on the receipt. I'd put a little thank you note on the receipt with saying any questions, call us. And I would put that flyer that I showed you. I'd put that in there, and I'd also put a catalog in there with the coupon code on it. You know, because you're a first time customer, so I always send them a catalog the first time. I probably order over 1,000 catalog easily when the catalogs come out, I order over 1,000 of them in like 90 days. So 90 days,
Wow.
because everybody I get, whenever a new catalog comes out, I put a catalog in. Even my repeat customers, they get the new catalog on their, one time. I don't ship it out
That's
on
very
every
big.
order, but I ship it to new customers. And if it's a new catalog, everybody gets it on the first order since the new catalog comes out. So that's kind of
So for every order go through your shop.com, it is an open order. You don't allow them to go back to the system to place order themselves. So you're gonna pack the order, send to them. So this way
He's
you
on
can
a first-time customer, if at all possible. But if they've ordered 3 or 4 times, and it's going to a state that, if it's going to California, I'm gonna have to pay a high sales tax and things like that. So if it's a big order, like a $400 order, I don't want to pay a $50 worth of sales tax and admin fee. So what I'll do is I'll definitely ship that out of my
your own
inventory.
Yeah.
But if it's going to like Texas, where they don't have a sales tax on supplements or a state like that, I could, after they've ordered from me 3 or 4 times or using a coupon code, I know they're probably never going to go away. I could ship out a lot of those orders to that person, directly from the company. So I can have them ship it out. And it saves me money that way.
Right. But if it's a first-time customer,
First time, I always do it
you
myself.
want to take care of yourself. All right.
Absolutely, because I want them to get the information.
Right.
I might do that for the first couple times, actually.
Okay.
But once I know they've ordered several times for me and they're, I could go ahead and have the company ship it. Because if I had to ship out every single order, it's a lot. I mean, I can bang out. It takes me an average of, if it's something that just came in on the portal and I just have to print out the receipt and put it in the box, and I got a little system, it takes about 10 minutes to do each order. So if I get 10 orders, that's, it's going to take about an hour and a half to, 2 hours to do 10 orders. And sometimes the orders come in, I have to have phone orders, I have to process the credit card too. So that takes a little longer.
Okay.
But it averages about between 5 and 10 minutes. Depends on if it's a new customer or reordering customer, that kind of thing.
That's not a bad job.
Beats working all day.
For 15,000 every month, that's his only commission. We're not talking about your retail profit yet, right?
Yeah, I get to keep some of that too.
A lot of business owners.
Huh?
Chris has brought on other people. He's got a lot of executive coordinators that he's taught the system to.
Okay, nice. To duplicate down. That's a key. Chris, I'm glad that you mentioned about Sam. This way you can get a free shipping.
Absolutely.
Do you have any tips on IBV products? What is your best-selling IBV products?
I don't really sell the IBV products, but
You
I
just do it?
buy.
You buy
I love the shopping annuity brand products.
products?
Well, one tip that I didn't mention was the home shopping list. When you first get started, you want to get that home shopping list and check it all off. If you've been in the business for a while and you've never done that, go find a home shopping list tonight or order them if you don't have them, and check off everything on that list that you use in your house. And that's a good way to get started on our products, so you can experience as many of our products, because it's your experience with those products. So when you get started, that's what's going to get your business started. You got to share your knowledge and your experience with those products with people that you come in contact with. I mean, that's how you get started. That's how I got started. I didn't just jump on search engines. I had a lot of people buying from me in the beginning. So that's important. And the shopping annuity brands they're really great. I mean, I really like all that stuff. So that's how most of my IBV stuff is that. But I like I shop at some of the partner stores too. I like Kroger Ship. I like I still go to Walmart for certain things. There's different stores on there that I like. Once in a while, Shop Buddy tells me there's a store on there that I didn't know was a store, and I go there, and it's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you too. Rebecca Carfi has never missed it.
Right. I think so. I'm gonna ask her. Nice.
I've been pretty consistent with it. But yeah, Rebecca, when were giving the cash back, I looked on Rebecca's computer. I'm like, $10,000.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, $10,000 in cash back.
That's incredible.
What
You're
are your
muted,
favorite stores,
Rebecca.
Rebecca?
Rebecca is muted. You're muted, Rebecca. You're muted.
Sorry. Okay, so one thing I do is I use the e-gift cards and I double dip. Okay,
Mm.
the stores that like I purchase from Bed Bath and Beyond, there are Bed Bath and Beyond gift cards. So I put the stuff in my cart. I see how much it adds up to. I go and I get the e-gift card. I use it on my purchase because what I used to do was I would buy the gift card first and then I'd wind up with like small amounts of money
Right.
and I would
Same
never use.
here. True.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Yeah. So Bed Bath and Beyond, Staples, I always certainly preferentially look at the one cart stores because they have a higher percentage. I trained everyone in my house and also my husband's office to purchase from the site. My kids, my husband, they give me lists. Everything that I need for my house, I preferentially purchase it from my site, double dip when I can. Office supplies, it adds up. It's really not hard to hit the shopping annuity bonus pool, to be a Sam with the requirements the way they are. It's not hard as long as you pay attention to what you're doing.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm done with all my questions, Pauline. Do you have anything to add on, Pauline?
Yeah, actually, I just have a quick question. I know there's a lot of, actually, I really, enjoy all the information you guys have give us. And definitely I have a lot of things I think our team really need to, like you guys pay very detailed on, sending the customer with a lot of, follow-up information, like putting like labels and putting it so important. One thing I know is the catalog is very, very important. That way, we can always like build share of the customer. It's very hard, it's easier to build share of customer instead of keep on looking for new customer all the time. So another thing, I have a question, just a quick question is like, you talk about the wellness party. So a lot of time after the wellness party, you saying that we need to everyone whoever invite a guest, we just have to follow up the guest. So if this is a new partner, so is it the senior partner gonna do another Zoom call together to follow up the guests?
If it's a new partner, then yes, the senior partner would need to do it with them because they're not going to know enough. Generally, they're not going to know enough about the products to really make the recommendation. So I would suggest, yes, I would have somebody more experienced on the phone also with the guest. If it's somebody who's had their business for a while and they know a lot about the products, then that may not be necessary. So, it's a case-by-case basis.
So how many people you recommend like to do the follow-up call if this is a new person? Do you think 2 people, like if the new person and the senior partner is good enough, or do you think 2, 3 people just like those? It's different from what Elizabeth Weber is doing for the trial, the evaluation approach. Those are like a lot of people, right? But for the party, is it different? Like for the wellness party follow-up, is you don't need a lot of people, or you just,
I don't think you need a lot of people. The new business owner, the guest, and one other person who's more knowledgeable should do it. And again, we're keeping it small, so it's 6 to 8 guests we're talking about overall. So it's and each business owner is inviting 2 to 3 people. So we're not talking about a huge number for each one, but it adds up, and that way we keep it personalized and we're able to work with each guest so that we can help them on their road to wellness.
Okay, great.
Rebecca, do
It's about
you,
relationships. You know, it's still about relationships. So if you have too many people on, you're not going to have
that's
time to
true.
develop a relationship. And we do sponsor. We do bring in people from these. That's our goal. And that's what Jackie's always taught me. You know, the reason we're doing these, yes, we want customers, but what are we really looking for? We're looking, hopefully, to bring on a new one franchise owner that would want to work with us. So.
Nice, nice. Rebecca, do you run this wellness Zoom on the schedule or by demand?
Generally we schedule them and then we invite people.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Pauline, are you, no more questions, Pauline?
Yeah, thank you. I'm good. So
Dretton is on the call and he said his connection is not so good. Are you better now, Dretton? Any questions?
Yeah, it's just if I put the video on the bandwidth, it'll go in and out. But
All right, good,
no,
good.
I think it was just really impressive. Like, appreciate all you guys like sharing from the tools, and 11,000 customers is just insane, Chris. I'm like, my mind is absolutely blown. But it makes a lot of sense, from the catalogs of tools, and downloading the marketing app, and getting people to use that and personalizing it, creating like a personal experience, and then getting a raving fan by multiple orders with the end goal of what Lisa said with upgrading into a distributor. That makes a lot of sense. So definitely appreciate you guys on the call. I think we all can, at least I know I personally can get a lot better at it, but it makes a sense. It just makes a lot of sense. So.
Right, great. And I think we can call for the night. And thank you very much. I actually have Cheryl. Cheryl is on the call, Cheryl Duchess, and also Jackie Blasco. I think maybe there are other leaders on the call. Thank you for hopping on. And Jackie and Cheryl, do you have anything to say before we close for the night?
Oh, this was fabulous. I just want to thank you guys. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it was
Hi.
really so good. I just learned so much even, I do some of the things, but I really think what my big takeaway was offering. I knew that Chris did this because Lisa told me, but I didn't know how he did it. Like offering that discount code. And I think if you don't mind sharing the flyers, I think that's a big deal. And I think what you've done, Chris, is you kind of took what Arlene Lowy did a long time ago to another level, by putting the flyer in and saying, if you refer, that's why I want to see it so badly. But if you refer, customers to me, then I'm going to offer you a special long-term discount. I think that that's great, because people will do a lot, our supplements are fabulous, but they are, they're an investment, and to give people a discount, I think that adheres them to you. And I think that that's going to, and by asking for the referral to get that, now they're giving you something but getting it back. I love it. And yeah, we've been rocking out wellness events and doing wellness talks on Thursday night, doing a lot with education, a lot of education. And we do, sometimes I use a video, but mostly I just do a simple PowerPoint. But I love the whole idea of getting the survey in, asking the questions, making it personal. And one of the things that I have found is that at the end, when I close out the wellness event, you're going to personally say, okay, so we're done now. You want to get with the person that brought you to place your order tonight, and we'll give you a discount, if you do it within 48 hours, okay? But the other thing that I found that really works is asking them right then and there, like you do with a live event, what product did you like tonight that really touched your heart that you want to get started with? Can you share that with us? And then they tell you, it's funny, the guests will tell you, they'll be, I'm interested in, I don't know why my camera's off. I'd be happy to, oh, here, let me put it on. I don't want to be talking to you guys with a picture. Hi, everybody. But I think that has been a big for our wellness events. by asking them, saying, okay, what was it that hit you tonight that you needed, that you wanted to get started with? And if one of them is just like the home event, if one of them says it, then they all topple. They all go, yeah, no, I want the aloe because I've got digestion issues. I want the UPC because I've got allergies. I want the calcium because I'm concerned about bone loss. And once they start, then now I found out that now the people, the new person that invited them, now they know what they want. So then you just close it up by saying, well, go ahead and get with them tonight. The best thing to do is get it to order tonight while it's fresh in your mind. You know what you want, and they're going to help you. So help them close it, because if you leave it too open-ended, that's what the experience of franchise is for, to be able to close it, and whatever form of education you're doing, whether a video or a PowerPoint. But Cheryl Wilson put together a really nice PowerPoint. She took my stuff and then she jazzed it up a little bit. And that's kind of what we've been doing. And then, of course, you guys are more than welcome to go to my YouTube channel. I have a whole bunch of new videos on my YouTube channel, a ton.
Sure, we'll do that.
We've been doing these wellness talks. And so if you just go to Cheryl Duchess on YouTube, and there's a lot there. There's a immune, there's D, a new one on vitamin D. There's a new one on, I just did one on inflammation that turned out really, really good. Yeah, so you guys are welcome to snag those and use them.
Oh, thank you very much, Cheryl. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the offering. I think that's very great to help the new partner to close the deal, and especially to make an order today to lock the sales. That's very clever, very smart. Thank you.
And I never bring in a new franchise owner unless they're totally not into nutrition, which I don't even like to do anymore. But I don't ever bring them in without a wellness event. If they're not going to book a wellness event, they're probably not going to make it in the business. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? If they can't invite a few people to gather together to get some education about their health, how are they going to, that's the easiest thing, right? Right?
Sure. Wow. Wow. That's powerful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you guys for doing this. This is fantastic.
Oh, all the thank you goes to Lisa, Rebecca, and Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to doing this. I mean, thank you for the sharing. Very real, very practical.
Got Drayton on. I saw him on a plane on Facebook, so he must have made it to his destination.
Maybe that's why they come.
Rebecca, we're so excited to have you as our speaker for October 17th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm promoting you to my team. So yeah, we're excited.
Oh, it's a local or what? What kind of event is that? Is it local?
Local seminar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Are you doing that for Team Tampa Bay or the whole Southeast region?
The whole Southeast.
So everybody's plugging into it, right? Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, after
I'm
tonight,
I am so excited about the regional too.
Oh,
my
yeah.
Lord.
the regional.
Oh my Lord, that is so good. That's huge.
4 regions.
Yeah. Can you imagine how powerful this is going to be?
Unbelievable.
Woo.
I'm excited.
Who would have thought that Zoom would have changed our business this much? Crazy. So easy.
Alrighty.
All right, everyone.
And everyone, thank you, Chris.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.